This is Special Report.
We're calling upon one of the strangest things in existence. Neil Armstrong may have seen extraterrestrials on the moon.
When he spies a discernible shape.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
You can deny all the things I've seen, all the things I've discovered, but not for much longer. Because too many others know what's happening out there. And no one, no government agency has jurisdiction over the truth.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Full Spectrum Universe. I am your host, Rob Yox. Tonight is the night. When I tell you that, the Saturday Night Savage, the ultimate outsider, is coming with something a little bit different. In the last month, we have interviewed Outlaw Paranormal, and we also interviewed Ghost Sisters. And they talk about this place in Tennessee called The Shrine. As well as the shrine, it also has the dragon table. This place is a place of super activity. It is also a place where people come to hone their craft, so to say. This table, this shrine, this place is absolutely incredible. So I don't know if this is the first time, but it's definitely going to be the best time. We're going to introduce Outlaw Paranormal at the Shrine. Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Doing good. How about you, Rob?
I am awesome and excited. Excited for this episode. I know you guys have a lot to say on the Shrine. Just in case people don't know who you are and haven't seen the last episode, please introduce yourselves.
I'm Jimmy Ricker. I live in Greenville, Tennessee, and I'm with Outlaw Paranormal.
I'm Jeff Ward. I live in Irwin. And I'm with Outlaw Paranormal.
And Gina is sick right now. She ain't able to be with us, so she's at home. But she'd love to be with us, but she ain't here with us tonight.
Gina, if you're listening, we hope you get better, and hopefully it's nothing too serious, and you are back up and running ASAP, girl. ASAP.
Yeah. She told me I could tell what it was, and she was tested yesterday for corona. So let's hope everything goes well with Gina.
Absolutely, absolutely. We see Mandy's in the audience. Hello, Mandy. How are you as well? So, guys, tell us what brought you to the shrine itself. What did you have? What happened? And tell us the story of how you got involved with the shrine.
Well, my experience when I first come to the shrine, I was with a different team, and I was a cameraman. And when I first got in this place right here, I mean, this place is totally a different place when you walk in it. I mean, some people couldn't even walk in the doors if they wanted to, but this place right here is a very beautiful place, and you couldn't. Rick, he's a very great guy, and there's just a lot of different things that in this place that me, with the experience I got, that I love being in here.
That's awesome, man. I know that there's so much that goes on with that table, and you know, I am stoked to see what you guys have in store for us. So what I'm going to do now is, enough of me flapping my gums and talking and all that. I want you guys to go into, I know you guys have something that you want to say about the table in specific. So I'm going to put you guys full screen, and I'm going to give you the mic. Go ahead, gentlemen.
Go ahead and start it off.
All right, this table right here was actually made. They had a smaller table when those was started at this place, but this table is actually made with almost 12 different layers in this table. It's made out of dragon concrete.
Yeah.
And it's got crystals.
So got mirrors,
crystals, It's got all kinds of different things in this table, and there's been all kinds of different beliefs at this table.
Yeah, anything that they said you're not supposed to, if you do it, this will happen. You know, kind of myths and legends, folklore. So I mean, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example, but if you do this, Bigfoot will show up. It's all in here. It's all strategically placed. Nothing's random. Everything has its place and purpose for placement. Trying to read the notes here.
And I mean, the table was actually hand built, and it's got dirt in the table. It's got water in the table.
Has fire.
It's got fire, and I don't know if you can see it that good on camera, but these is actually dragon's head that
Represents the 5 elements.
Yeah, 5 elements,
which are earth, wind, fire, air, and either spirits. This is easier when he asks questions.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just the table. That was, well, I mean, I don't actually know how many people was involved at building the table, but the table weighs 6,000 pounds, and
took months to build.
Yes, and there has been a lot of people that done different kind of practice at this table, but there has not been no sacrifice done at this table.
None.
Well, that's a good thing, right? I mean, so just to jump in real quick. So the table it has its elements. So at the same time, now we've talked about what is some of the purpose of the table. What is the table meant to do?
The veil between the worlds. Every practice believes that there's some area or something there that kind of opens the door, makes it easier to communicate. So the table ended up being, the purpose of it was through everything was to open that door and make it easier to open to communicate.
Now, from what you guys have experienced at that table, you find that sentiment to be completely right on the money.
I guess you've had a little more experience at the table now.
Yes, and we actually had seen different people at the table and seen different things that happen here at the table with different people. And I mean, yeah. And so that I don't really know how to say it.
I mean, I've only been around it just a time or two, but that Shine for the Shrine thing's really the first true experience I've had around the table.
Gotcha. So, Jeff, you are intuitive and you are empathic, and you also have the ability to be a medium. What sense do you get from sitting at that table and being at that table that you think may differ from the other people who may not have that ability?
Other than the neatness, just the fact that the way it's made just kind of takes over. But I get a calmness from it. Like just coming up here to the shrine in general, I'm at peace.
That to me, that sounds opposite of what you should get, but it's also fitting, right? So let me explain why that is. And I know I'm not in the camera, guys. I'm trying to let everybody be able to see the table. And I know Jimmy and Jeff are out there in the center of the screen right now. So don't get, don't get too nervous. But that table seems as if it's defying the odds already, right? So it's giving us the ability to transcend, whether it be, the other sides, whatever that is to you, dimensions, heaven, hell, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, while sitting around the table, instead of having this pit in your stomach and this, this ability that it's making you shake, you feel like a calm and a peace. Maybe that from the other side, Maybe that's from just your own, innards trying to process what the situation is. But that to me shows that, this table seems as if it's meant to do great things. You know what I mean? Like there's a nervousness to it, but it's still a calming. It's always like when you go up and you give a speech, you're nervous until you start talking. And then when you talk, it just flies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a respect. I mean, it's like the whole shrine up here. I mean, if you come up here, I come up here to, try to find peace,
Yes.
And that's what kind of what I come up here to look for. And usually I get it, but there've been people come up here provoke and rude and hateful, and they get what they get. I mean,
you don't want to come up here thinking,
you get
tough guy.
You get out what you put in. I mean,
that sounds wild. You have people come up there and actually provoke it, like try and do something to basically either go home with some kind of an attachment or some kind of, that to me, I mean, I don't know who is brazen enough to do that, but that is not something that, I think that personally I would ever do. Like that sounds like a really bad situation gone worse. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And when you sit at this table, I mean, it's just so peaceful and you can feel the temperature change. I mean, usually he has the flames going, but you can feel the temperature change. It'd be cool 1 minute, hot the next. And,
like right now, my legs are I'm freezing.
So, I mean, you could be like 90 degrees down here, and then all of a sudden it feels like it's 30 degrees.
I mean, the table has its darker areas and sections, and we are actually sitting in one of the darkest area of the table.
This side is the dark side.
Wow. So yeah, go over some of the sections of the table if you'd like. Let's get into what the actual consistency of the table is in that sense, like the different areas.
Well, this side down here, it's got
you can't
see it, but it's like a dragon head or something on this side to show the dark side of it, and
everything's balanced up here, like yin and yang. I mean, for the good, you got bad. So, I mean, like this side of the table is more the dark side. The other side that's closer to you is the brighter side.
Yeah, you got to keep everything balanced in here.
Well, if you think about it too, that's sort of this is a Japanese style table, correct? So their yin and yang is what that represents in the Japanese culture is somewhat of a koi fish, and the dark koi fish, the black koi fish, and the white koi fish, they offset each other. They live in harmony with each other. So to look at this table is sort of a balance or a duality between man and nature. I mean, this duality can transcend even into space. So, what are some of the entities that you've come in contact with on this table? And tell us a story about some time that you've had contact.
Well, we was up here at the shrine, and Ewok was sitting on this side, and Patty, we had Patty on TV with us, and Patty was actually talking about Ewok's dog, and then we had John Boy talking about his dad. Wasn't it his dad? That was while we was here at the table.
Something, I think so.
And I mean, there's been different things here at the table. I mean, Ewok was actually in tears when he was at this table sitting here and Patty was talking to him.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's just, but it's all, every time I've been up here, it's always been a good feeling sitting at the table. And I mean, I sat in every chair around the table. You can't see how big the table is. I mean, it looks small to you all, but actually this table,
it's probably 12 foot.
Yeah, it's 12, 14 foot long.
Wow. So it's almost like a tremendous, that's like one of those like Knights of the Round Table back in ancient England, crazy long tables that they have feasts at.
Well,
it seems
if I
like
move my camera, I give everybody a good shot of it.
Yeah, it's kind of smaller in the middle, and then the ends taper out. But let's see if Jimmy can get the camera and Huh?
Now, guys, while he's doing that, if anybody has any questions about the table or about the shrine itself, please put them in the comments and we'll do our best to answer them. You see, there's a lot of different markings on the walls as in ancient Japanese, and also the table itself. The table is very big. It's made from quite a lot of material. There's a dragon's head to it. And I believe those pillars represent something as well that are on the table itself. This is quite an incredible thing. You know, not too many people have this table on their live streams or their podcasts, and the owner of the table is very nice to give us the chance to come to and do the podcast at this location, which is pretty cool.
And back back there in that room, there's a cave back in that room.
That's wild. And even look, there's a leather couch right next to the table. That's nice. That's nice, man.
We're back up here. Sorry for.
I mean, just for the people watching at home to see what this table is, it's just truly intense. I mean, just the size of it, the magnitude, the fact that it even transcends barriers of this reality to others is truly an epic thing, you know?
The pillars, he said, was there's 6 other practices that they didn't know about at the time when they built the table. So the pillars are built for them.
So the pillars represent each type of practice.
Sure. Yeah. There's 6 different, each one's a different practice.
That's wild. That's wild.
A glass top that sits up on it too, but it's kind of hard when you're doing like a live feed.
Plus, it's heavy glass.
Yeah, it's heavy glass.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to make you guys do actual labor while we're on a podcast. You know what I mean? So tell us some more of these stories from this particular place and the things that you guys have experienced here. You know, because I know that's the big thing. It's not just the table itself; it's the experience that goes along with the table, or even some of the people that have come there, what their experiences were. Because I truly feel that that's gonna be the hallmark of what this episode is those experiences really, you know, they give life to these situations.
Yeah, there's actually upstairs there's 2 other rooms. One room is not allowed to be put on camera or anything. And what's it called, Jeff, that other room?
The scrying room?
Yeah.
He's got a scrying room upstairs where it's best way I can describe it is tell you how to do it. He's got a chair set in the middle of the room.
Mm-hmm.
They got 3 mirrors, 1 facing you, 2 at diagonal angles. You light candles in the incense, and you sit in a chair, look straight at your reflection in the mirror, and just kind of stare at it. It's kind of like a meditation.
And you will see different things.
Yeah, you're supposed to see different visions in the mirror.
And you can see good and bad that happens to you. I mean, I seen when I was looking in it, my experience with me looking in it, I could see my face getting older. Jeff had a totally different experience than what I had. And Travis Shipley had his wife had an experience almost like Jeff had.
Yeah.
If you want to tell about yours, Jeff.
Yeah, I was sitting up there. This first time I'd ever done anything like that. Didn't know what to expect. Was sitting there staring, and my reflection it changed. And my mom passed away in 1995. And my mom was standing, she was in the mirror looking at me. And
wow.
It just.
And Travis Shipley's wife was up here, and
she saw her mom.
Yeah, she seen her mom, and her mom died when she was younger. She seen her mom in the mirror room. And I mean, a lot of people that sits there and stares in the mirror, seen different things happen to them, and seen some of their past or loved ones. And
now you was watching me on video, and you said later on that you could see. I didn't see it, but you said you could see my reflection change into an old man.
Yep, Jeff, he actually changed into an old man. I mean, we still got a lot of footage of the place that we ain't been through yet.
We're getting overrun by footage.
Yeah.
That's wild. So you actually saw something different for Jeff too. That's crazy. That to me would have thrown me off like for a loop. You know, I've had those experiences where you see yourself like that, but to see somebody else and have that happen to somebody else while you're, staring at them or their reflection, that's wild.
Well, I actually had one picture on my other phone about when we done a thing here about a lady here, and her face turned like this pure white here. So, I mean, she was actually sitting here and she just turned white.
Not one. No, like you can bring 10 people up here, and everybody has a different experience out here. I mean, nobody has the same. It's just. It's pretty wild. I mean,
and you figure, I mean, some people when they'll first see the place, you'd be like, oh, they won't be interested in or be scared of this place. And when they walk in this place, they'll be like, oh, I'm so at peace at this place. I mean, a lot of people will honestly tell you when they walk in here, it's a peaceful feeling when you walk in here and just hang around in here.
Well, when you think about it too, is the aesthetic and the shrine itself is an ancient Japanese, and they were always somewhat of a, if you do it, some of the Japanese culture, it's really like they look for that I don't want to say like, because it's different, it's almost like a Hindi thing, but it's like that Zen, you know what I mean? So you guys get somewhat of a feeling of just everything's going to be all right, everything's okay when you get there, which, for a place that has that much activity, of course, you guys, as you guys know, when you do investigations, that's not the case. You walk into a place and you're like, all right, something's definitely going on here. I can feel it, So that's what I mean by like, it's definitely different, and I think that's fascinating.
Now, I had more experience in the cave than I have anywhere.
Tell us about the cave a little bit.
The cave in here, he's got, actually, he got a hot tub in there and he's got a cold tub. Then he's got his a room in there for his haunted items. He's got a bunch of haunted items in there. But I mean, I was actually kind of touched in the cave one day. Come up here to get my stuff. The caretaker was kind of touching there, so it was all in the one corner, but everything got back stable. So, but there's, I mean.
Dax up the dog.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, we was in there and the dog went in the haunted item room and you could hear, I mean, something hit the dog and he come out of the haunted dog room screaming.
Yeah, he was yelping and he was running.
Wow. Wow, that's wild. I mean, the dog's probably like, what the hell? What the hell was that? What the hell was that?
Yeah, it was a dog that was laying on. It was the one that was laying on the leather couch over here.
That's Dak.
Yeah. So he went in there, and it didn't take him long to get back out there.
Yep, I'm done. Thank you. Thank you. I'm out.
But I mean, like I said, he's got the cave, he's got the mirror room, then he's got the room across from the mirror room, and I mean, there's so much different activity that goes on, different feelings. I mean. Like I was telling you, I mean, I ain't never had really a bad feeling while I've been here. It just seemed like the more, it's kind of like getting hooked on coffee. You want to come back. You got to have that extra cup.
Right. And that's definitely, I could definitely see myself getting into that as well. Like, once you have those moments, it's like, okay, what's going to happen next time I go there? Now that I'm used to what it feels like, then what's going to happen? There's such an amazing thing that happens when, you find a place like this. And, when we were talking a little bit before this, the place that is, like, it's not a place that has been, it's a place that is. That to me stuck out like crazy. It's like a lot of people go like when we were talking to the caretaker, a lot of people would say, he said to us, a lot of people go to, prisons, they go to different homes where they may be haunted. This place is where all of that transcends, because you actually are basically diving into where there possibly is a portal, but a place of interdimensional speaking, which is pretty wild. That to me is wild.
That's what they're supposed to be right here at Portal, the table.
And you always got to be, you kind of always expect the unexpected up here, because you never know what you're going to, what's going to happen or what you're going to feel or see. Or, I mean, it's just.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't want to, like we said earlier, you don't want to come in here and act like you're Mr. Tough Guy and think you go walk out of here all in one piece.
Absolutely not. I would never provoke anything at that table, just for the sheer factor of what we've heard so far. I think that's a wild thing to even conceive, is that, yeah, I'm gonna go to this table and just get crazy. Like, no, you're not, bud. You're definitely not. Like, this is not the place for that.
A lot of people think it's devil whisper, and they'll see this table and, oh, you doing devil whisper. No, it ain't. I mean, this table is just like a big K2 meter. I mean, my opinion, it's just like having a big K2 meter. Or
well, I'm sure, like us sitting here, we could put our hands on the table.
Yeah.
Close our eyes, get focused, and I'm sure you could get a message.
Yeah.
Something you'd see something, or but maybe that's something we need to try one night.
Yeah.
Just come up here and just,
because it's so much energy in this table, and actually you can put a compass on this table and say if north is pointing, well, it's backwards on the TV screen, but north pointing that way, it would actually point the wrong way, the compass will.
Oh my God, it does. Like the magnetic north is the opposite of what it should be.
Yes.
Yeah. We had I actually had a compass with me one night, and we tried it, and you can set it down there, and it takes forever for it to stop. I mean, it just keeps turning, and
oh, it spins out. That means that it's like that means that it's in the middle of an electromagnetic field.
Yeah.
And that is crazy. That's crazy, but that's also indicative of what the feeling is when you get there too. It's like a whirlwind, right? Like when you get in there, all the stuff around you, and all the items that he has, you don't know where to go first. You're kind of like, oh, listen, I'm super excited to just dive into all of it. Let's go.
Yeah, people around here, they got haunted items and everything, and got items that they can't take care of and think it's haunted.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them is brought here to the shrine. We got one right here that was brought here this week.
Yesterday, he said.
Yesterday.
That's that doll right there.
Yes.
What exactly is the story behind that doll?
We don't know much.
We didn't get into it yet.
We don't know much about her, but she got to stay on the table for a little bit and to see where she needs to be put at in the shrine.
Gotcha. So basically, when you put items on that table, what it does is it kind of, if you wait enough time or a message comes through, the hopes are to get it to where it needs to go.
Yes, and like
for instance, I'm gonna call it Lauren. We done an investigation one night, and we got some activity, but we got downstairs in the living room, and there was it's like a Buddha statue, porcelain. Jimmy was just kind of freaked out about it, just unsettled. So we ended up going back the next day and picking it up and brought it up here to Rick's. But he kind of already spoke to him, so he already had a place set up for her, and that gets off the shrine. But that was just a wild story.
Yeah, but we brought her actually up here, and she's up here at the shrine right now.
That's wild.
So but on the way up here, bringing her up here, she locked us out of our vehicle, and finally I said, "All right, it's time to unlock the door," and she unlocked the door for us.
Wow. Wow.
I could hear, I didn't physically hear it, but in my mind, I could hear like a kid's laughter. I told Jimmy, I said, she's laughing at us, buddy. I said, she thought that was funny.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Because she was probably, the spirit I picked up she was probably what, 8, 9, 10. And she came to me early in the investigation, but we just didn't. It was later at night when we tied her to the statue.
Yeah, and I kept on telling my only thing I feel uncomfortable about this house is the statue. And then so far, I reckon everything since we removed the statue, everything's been going decent at the house. Good.
Wow. So what was going on with the statue?
It was unhappy where it was at.
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
I was touched on the hand, just on top part of the hand like a tap. And man, I just broke out in tears. But I visualized the girl. People are going to be thinking he's crazy, but I could see the dress, which I never said what the dress looked like. And then finally, Jimmy had his experience and drawed it out. And then we had the statue here sitting on the table, and I was like, Jimmy, I never did tell you about the dress. He's like, no. He said, you just told me flowers. And he said, I draw the flowers out. And I said, yeah. I said, look at the dress on the statue. It was the dress that little girl had on.
Yeah, and she actually told us through a spirit box that to help her, she was unhappy.
Yes.
Wow. I wonder why she was so unhappy. And one of the things I that gets me every time is how the children entities are usually the ones attracted to so many of these things. You don't find a lot of, like, you find some attachments, but 9 times out of 10, it's like it's either it was their item or something that they want to be close to. It's almost like as if they were here with us now and they would need reassurance about something. They would go to that sacred blanket or animal or doll or anything like that. That to me is something that's just baffling. That why that keeps happening like that. But it's so prevalent in the stuff that we do. It's wild.
I believe she was unhappy at the house because she was the only kind of,
it was really the only thing that was out of place.
So now she's more at same kind of stuff here at the shrine.
Yeah.
Right.
See, the shrine here, everything, like I said, everything's got its place. If somebody brings him like one of these dragon heads, it has a place here in the shrine. It ain't just, okay, you look good sitting here. It has a place. And the shrine, the shine at the shrine that we had with the moonshiners, some stuff got moved around. And
it was unhappy.
It was unhappy. You could feel it.
I felt it because that's when it pushed me over and then pushed Rick.
Rick had to, he had to go through and he finally got everything back balanced out. But if you're ever up here and things are unbalanced, you can't walk straight.
No.
You start leaning when you walk, or standing and you start leaning. I mean, it literally throws you off balance.
We was up here Friday.
I bet you that has a lot to do with electromagnetic stuff too. I bet you anything.
We was up here Friday and Saturday. Friday, I wore my cowboy boots, and I was like, man, my cowboy boots have thrown me off balance up here. So Saturday, I was like, nah, I'm wore my lace-up ones, and it was still the same on Saturday as it was on Friday.
Wow.
And you're talking about electromagnetic. The K2 meters up here that night.
Yes.
We had 1, 2, 3, 4?
4 or 5 K2.
We had 4 setting out and one the caretaker
right
we had one here. And just in this one little area here where the table and the couch is, they didn't flicker. They went to solid red and stayed red. And if you pass one of the doorways, it quit. You come back in the doorway, boom, the red. You get down like below the table, nothing. You come back up or get past, I think he got right in here somewhere.
Yeah, right past me a little bit.
Right above Jimmy's head, got past that, nothing. But in this little area right here, every 5 K2 meters were set to red.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was more than just us seeing it. I mean, it was us, the Ghost Sisters, and a bunch of different people seeing that. And the caretaker still to this day can't figure it out.
Yeah, he's still trying to debunk it.
This place is like just an oddity out of nowhere too. Like it's just, you know what I mean? Like it's an amazing place. It's got such a connection to the other side that, and I almost want to say that I feel it from here. Watching you guys there, like there's something that's going on with me right now, and I'm not even, hold on, let me bring myself into the screen real quick. But
come back in here with us.
there's this feeling that's coming from, like, when I had you at full screen, I'm watching you, and I'm like, I almost catch this moment of like confusion, and I'm like dead on with this stuff. I'm moving around doing my thing while we're all, talking or whatever. And I'm sitting there saying, like, wait a minute, what was I doing? Like, I caught myself for a minute. I don't know what that was. I think I think it has something to do with that table. It's just a connection, and the fact that it's so large. You know, when they talk about Stonehenge, right, and the cements or the rocks that make Stonehenge, when they're supposedly crystal within that too, and that's why it's so powerful. It can transcend barriers of states, of countries. You can feel Stonehenge from across the world if you know how to tune into it. And I think that table somewhat has the same property.
And it's got roots actually grown, was put in the table, make it look like the roots was grown in the table. I mean, it's got everything in this table you can believe.
There's times you can walk through the gate and the energy is just so high. I mean, your hair stands up. I mean, it just.
And I mean, I've been here quite a few times, Rob. I ain't never been scared to come in here. I mean, I could probably right now, I probably could lay over on that couch and go to sleep. I mean, I feel that comfortable in this place.
You feel like you could sit down on that couch and go to sleep right now, no problem.
Yes.
But you also know that some of the entities that come through there are probably not, every last one of them is probably not nice.
No.
But you know for sure that you're going to be fine.
Yes.
That is, to me, that is one of the utmost amazing things about being there, is that you know what's coming through there. You know, if you're in a house somewhere and all of a sudden you discover that there is something just not okay, right? You're more scared to be there than you would be at a place that's resonating with just an immense amount of energy. That is wild.
Well,
now,
I ain't come in here and sit there and poke at the bear and try to get it to fight back at me either. So
no, because everything here is way more powerful than we are. I mean,
well, that's true too. You know, somebody asked a question. Jesse asked, you know, can you tell us about the haunted items he has collected as well?
It's mainly dolls.
Yeah, he's got a lot of dolls. He's got the witches box that we was talking about before.
The Appalachian
witches box. And well, Jesse's seen pictures of it. And but he's got haunted dolls.
Trying to think of what all was in there, but
like face masks. Hang on, let me pull my pictures up here. I got pictures.
There's quite a bit in that room. Yeah,
I'm sure. And you know, one of the things too is that when you have a room like that with all that stuff, that room probably has a pretty devious feel to it too, like a real, not devious in the fact of bad, but in the fact of like an overwhelming presence to you while you're there.
That and does. When he opens the doors up and I'm standing there, I'm like, whoa.
Personally, I want to check out that screening room. That is, Gina said that the screening is an ancient form of divination. Now, is that, I have to look that up. I think that's writing, like a scribe, right?
Yeah.
Where they base it's like when you look at ancient Japan and they have those sand boxes and the big sticks and they write the symbols in the sand. I bet you that if you hit the right symbol, if that room had it, or you're able to draw the right symbol in that room, that room is probably one of the most powerful in the entire place, for sure. For sure. If it's not already.
The dolls in that room, I mean, that's some of the dolls in there. I mean, there's one myself I'm very uncomfortable with, but I mean, it could just be me. But I mean, the other ones, I ain't uncomfortable with. I'm just, as a little black figure that runs through the cave in there, and I'm kind of thinking it might be the little guy that's sitting at the door. And he's the only one that I'm uncomfortable with in there. And Jess uncomfortable with the witch's box.
Yeah, he opened the door up the other day and it's sitting in there, and I had to come back in here. I was just, something was telling me just leave, move, get away. So I came back in here while they had the door open and looking.
Yeah, he's got one in there called Priscilla, I believe what her name is. And she will actually laugh at you. She's in a red dress. And I sent Rob a picture of her, Priscilla. and some of the items that he's got in the room. And I mean, he's got tons of items in that room.
Wow. Well, we're going to show two of them. We're going to show the witch box and the items that you just sent me, which is going to be wild. That's going to be wild. I'm going to load them up now so we can use them, and I think that this is going to blow people's minds a little bit, I think.
Anybody knows anything about the witch's box? I mean, they'll free to contact you because you know how to get a hold of
Get a hold of us.
Yeah, get a hold of us, the caretaker, or whatever.
That's right. That's right. And you know, I think me and Melinda are gonna find a spot for that thing. We're gonna find out where it's got to go. She is so great at what she does that I mean, I have utter faith. I have the utmost faith in the fact that she should be able to find what's going on there. So first, we're gonna pull this picture up. This is what that other room looks like, correct?
Yes, that's just the back part of the doll room, the haunted item room.
There's so many items that I see right in my general direction.
that ain't even a quarter of them.
That's what I'm trying to say. I knew that. I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, if that was any way I possibly could go on another phone and go live, I could walk in there and I was like, dang, look at here.
I like the buffalo's head. Is that a buffalo head?
Yes.
I want to touch that thing. I want to touch the buffalo head. I'm drawn to the buffalo head for some reason.
Yeah, I like it too. I really do like the buffalo head.
Man, that's wild. So let's get to the witch's box too. This is the witch box.
Yes.
I have not seen anything like it, and I'm stoked to just be around it and see what I get.
It's a very beautiful piece, but I mean, it's
mysterious.
Yeah, and any information that's led to about it, or anybody knows anything about it, and
well, I'm leaving that up to the audience, or just to give us some detail. But I bet you, if I dive deep on what it is and where it was found, or you know how it came to be, I bet you I could find some information on it too. I'm pretty good at that stuff.
And I mean, because we've been trying to do researching on it, and I kind of know about where it was originated from, but
part of the words used, not originated.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's totally different piece than the dolls is.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's something out of the ordinary. Not too many people ever get to see those types of boxes. And I know that there's other boxes as well besides a witch box. I've heard of different types of boxes. And I think what happens is when they put those boxes together, it's sort of the enchantment that's on it that turns it into that specific type of box.
Yeah.
You see a shadow just move right here beside me?
No, I didn't see it.
Right there.
What just happened?
Shadow.
Hey, just seen a shadow
move. There's a shadow move.
We're going to put you on full screen again and see what happens. See if we can see what's going on.
There's a lot of shadows that run up and down this wall behind people.
I like that. I like those designs behind you, and then the Japanese writing that's on the wall behind you in the black. I think that's amazing.
Yeah,
I think that's part of the majesty of the place itself. This place to me is some place that I know now is on my bucket list to come and see, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Yeah,
I will be down there.
No amount of money can get you in this place unless you know the some teams that can get you in that's been here. And so, I mean, Rick, the caretaker, he ain't worried about that. You can bring him $1,500 and say, hey, I want to come in there and do an investigation. No, nope. It ain't about the money.
I think that's one of the most stand-up things too. He's kept it to somebody who has purpose of the real, not somebody who has this monetary just monetary advantage. And just speaking with him for very shortly, he seems like a top shelf kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like he seems like a really, really nice guy. He's very set to his principles too. So I think that's an amazing thing as well. It's not you don't come by those people like that every day anymore. I'll tell you that.
really, there ain't been a whole lot of paranormal teams here.
No.
So I mean, they just ain't. It's not common, really. I mean,
So I mean, if you're a big TV guy, want to come here and stuff, and think you can just buy your way in,
Well, that's a
Nope.
fact. That's not happening. And you know what? It should be like that because it's not about the TV stuff. You know what I mean? It's about the aesthetics of the place and the way the place is really, it's about the place itself. It's not about everything that goes along with it. You know what I mean? It's about the actual place, and the place is sacred. It definitely is sacred.
this is his home too.
yeah.
He actually lives here. So I mean, he lives upstairs, got his own house upstairs of this place, and it's like a 2 apartment.
It's like a 2-story
Yeah.
with 2 apartments upstairs.
That's
So-
wild.
And I mean, like one part of that upstairs got a room where like a bedroom, and the other one's got the mirror room and another room up there, and then downstairs is with the cave and the table and his doll room. So then you got outside that got
The outside is gorgeous.
yes, the outside is very gorgeous, and usually this time of the year around 5:30, 6 o'clock. I don't know if you've seen the videos, but that is probably 10,000 birds that flies over here every day and lands in the
Wow. That makes me think of an episode of what is it? The Holzer Files, where they kept seeing the psychic kept seeing the birds. That's a very big paranormal thing with the Native American side of it. The birds, the crows. What I have is some of the video from your YouTube channel that's I have it pulled up. And if you want to take a look, I believe this is the table itself, so people can see what's really going on. So let's play this for them just for a couple of minutes, just so they can see what's going on. Hang on.
That's a bad video. It's got glare in it. Jeff's camera was on the other side of my table.
Rick,
Is the other one better? I think there's another one there too.
I don't know that.
can I bum the deal?
Well, just so people see what happens,
Yeah.
while they're at the shrine. Now you can see everything's all lit up. They got the fires going.
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
Let's see if we can get the sound up. Sound's already all the way up, but that's okay. This is wild. This is the table in action. If you guys want to narrate a little bit while it's going on, I mean, this is Outlaw Paranormal with the table in action.
Yeah, that's when we was there, just doing our investigation here, just sitting around.
This was the night before the shrine at the shrine, wasn't it?
No, this was a couple weeks before that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Yeah, this was me, you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then I believe we got later on one, I believe this camera was left on the table the whole night. So, but later on we got one that was actually walked into the cave. I thought I had that I believe I sent you a 2-minute video, didn't I, Rob, of the whole walkthrough of the shrine, didn't I?
Yes. I think I do have that. We could pull that up too.
Yeah, that's a great video right there. I mean, that would give everybody a glimpse of the doll room, the cave, and all.
Now, when the table is lit and fully functional, it takes a completely different feel that it does now.
Yeah, like right there. I mean, you can see the table lit, and you can feel the energy off the table being lit right like that.
That's when we got something coming through our talking to Gina. Hey,
Yeah.
Can I sit down?
Yeah, we had a voice come through here on this side over here and asked Gina if she could sit down beside of Gina.
That's wild. So let's pause this one for a moment, and we're going to go to the other one, the walkthrough, so people can see the walkthrough, because that's going to be awesome too. I have the walkthrough ready to rock and roll too, gentlemen. I am on top of it. We're gonna.
He's into this, ain't he? He's into the shrine.
He'd be out of New York down here in Tennessee on the next flight.
You bet.
We're fixing some crawfish.
Oh, you guys are talking awesome now. Now we're talking some real deal Holyfield. I'll be there in a minute. Crawfish, let me get that.
He's on his phone booking a flight now.
You thought it's already done, bud. It's already done. So here's a walkthrough. Can you see it?
Yes.
All right, we got it up.
Little, but I can see it. Yes, that's coming through
That's main doorway coming in.
I forgot I even had this video.
Yes. That's what we actually lit the table up. Rick and I lit the table up to do this video. So
I like that piece there too on the wall. I think it's nice.
Everything.
I forget what that means too. It means something. I know it does. I've seen it before.
I think I've heard him talk about it, but I can't remember. There's just so much in here. I mean,
yes, everything in here's got a meaning.
It's hard to remember.
And you can see the chandelier hanging over top of the table too.
Yep.
It's all mirror.
Yeah, it's all mirror up here. And you can actually hear the water going into the cave.
Yeah, he's got the hot tub in there. That's awesome.
Yes, that's a cold tub right there.
Yeah, that's the cold.
That's a hot tub right there. That was covered up.
It's what, almost 6 foot deep, ain't it?
It's almost 6 foot deep.
About 115 degrees.
About 118 degrees.
Yeah, about. There's the haunted room.
Yeah, that's the haunted room right there.
Now look how that water just kind of drowns out when you.
Yep.
Wow, little doll in his suit. I like that one.
That's the one that gets me. The one at the door, the little guy in the suit.
Oh man. Wow.
I mean, there's just so much different energy. I mean, there's so much stuff here.
It's so extensive too. You know, when you look at it and you guys are sitting there at the table, it's like, okay, but that stuff, there's so much there. You know what I mean? There's so many different places you just set up shop, hang out, and see what happens, which is truly epic, man.
Cave and look for, I mean,
yeah,
the video didn't do the cave justice on everything that's in there. I mean, it's
you can go to Brushy Mountain, you can go to this one and that one. Place right here.
This is wild, you guys. I am absolutely stoked to come visit you guys now. And then we're gonna make it like a 4-day extravaganza. We're gonna do 2 days at the shrine if we can, and then we're gonna go to that spot that you guys were talking about the last time. That spot with all that activity.
Yeah, the Ghost Sisters is anxious to come down this.
I'm telling you what, every time we talk about going down there, I get nervous.
Yeah.
Why? Why are you getting nervous?
I've been there. I know what I felt.
You didn't like it.
It's if you believe in yin and yang, this is the good, that's the bad down there.
Gotcha.
And I mean, just like here, I mean, a lot of people, we said earlier, a lot of people might say, hey, this place is this and that and everything. I mean, I feel it very at peace at this place.
I do. We come up here one day, and I mean, the day before we come up that afternoon and night, but the day before, man, I had just a horrible, awful day that day. I mean, I was fit to be tied, just irritated, just at my wits' end. Got up here, come through the gates, and I was like, it was gone. And
that's wild.
And that's carvings all in the table right here. I mean, I don't know what all these means and what the letters is of them.
like you said, you get out what you put in.
Yep.
And a lot of times I like coming up here just to, just.
Yeah, if Rick would trade places with me, I'd send him back to my house, and I'd probably stay here.
Yeah, it's. But like I said, our experiences here ain't always what everybody else experiences. Yeah.
So we're just waiting on Rob to come down here and see what he experienced down here.
What'd you say there? Sorry, I don't know. It like froze for a second.
I said we're just waiting on you to come down here and get your experience down here.
Oh, I'll be there. Don't you worry. And something that I feel like sometimes when I go into places, I turn it on sometimes, and it's going to be a wild experience. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that.
Invite from the caretaker to come.
I appreciate that, and I want to thank Rick altogether. He's seems like a really nice man, and I can't wait to definitely chop it up with you guys and sit there and talk and hang out and see what we get. And I think that it's this is another thing I wanted to say tonight as well, is that I met you guys and I met the Ghost Sisters, and it's wild how we've explored Tennessee, with your area in Tennessee over the last month. And I love it. Like, I think that this is something that needs to happen too, is people need to research these areas. And, remember the last time we were on, we were talking about the different trains that ran through your area. We dove in right there. And I love that stuff, and I think that it's going to be these connections, there's no such thing as coincidence. These connections are always made for a reason. And I think that we're meant to be really good friends, all of us. And I respect the hell out of you guys and what you do too. So, just to say that now, and I can't wait to come see you guys. I think it's going to be awesome.
Saturday night, we was down at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital.
Yep.
Last Saturday night, we went down there and
tell us all about it.
That was
we got quite a bit of stuff that's still to go through, but we had the little part of the videos that we have actually went through. We got elevators dinging. His EMF meter,
my mail meter,
mail meter, we had it sitting on the floor in a waiting room, and you can actually see on video it moving across the floor.
Never got set off, but it moved.
Wow. Get out of here.
The cat balls was lighting up, going off.
Smoke.
Yep.
The smoke. That.
But
I don't know how.
What happened with the smoke? Tell us, smoke. What happened with the smoke?
They had a doctor down there, Taylor.
Yeah,
Dr. Taylor. And he liked to smoke a pipe. And he smoked a rabbit backer. And the owner of the property, I don't know.
This girl that was there
with him. Yeah, the girl that was there with him. She's like a magnet for him. So they come back there into the waiting area. And he hollers, "Hey, come here, come here." So we run back there, and you could smell the pipe. I mean, smell it. And then we walked in the room, and just a few minutes, she turned her phone light on,
flashlight,
held it upside down, and you could.
Like you taking smoke and blowing it all over top of her phone.
Wow.
That was a trip.
I could only imagine. I would have been like, all right. Keep doing it. Try to get it on camera. Keep doing it. No, that's awesome.
We tried our best on that, but couldn't see the smoke in the cameras.
And we was talking about meeting and becoming good friends and stuff. I mean, when we met and done our podcast, Rob, I was tickled to death. I bragged about you. I said, this man right here, he's great. And me and Mandy was talking on the phone one day, and I was telling her and stuff, and I said, get a hold of him.
Thank you.
And so, I mean, I'm glad everybody can work together like we doing and doing
that's it too, and it's all about that. It's all about that. That's what this thing is all about, connecting to people, even on the other side of the country. You know what I mean? We're all in it to win it. We're all in it to do this for fun, and it should remain that way, and I think I love that aspect of it.
Because if it wasn't for certain peoples, who would ever get to see something like this right here?
You would have to be there in person, and if he doesn't want to let everybody down and in there, so you're getting a sneak peek at something that not everybody can get their eyes on, which is really, really cool. That's why, you guys said, let's do it from the shrine. I said, yes, let's do it. I can't wait. I can't wait. Jennifer Ward says, us Ghost Sisters will be down there June 4th weekend with Outlaw Paranormal.
Yep. No, we ain't worried about the Ghost Sisters. No, I'm just joking. We've had some really good friends with them. I got to say, Mandy, Jennifer, Bobby Joe, Chastity. They're all good people. And, I mean, I like them all, the Ghost Sisters. They're doing a lot. I mean, we talk a lot and can't say enough about them.
You going to down to their thing in May?
Yeah, we having a thing down here in May 8th. Anybody that knows anything about Bigfoot, any paranormal, any kind of paranormal stuff is welcome to come down May the 8th. We have it in camp out. Some of the moonshiners will be there. It'd be paranormal, Bigfoot, just
all around melting pot.
And we go have a camp spot. People wants to camp out. If not, they can leave and go home.
You don't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. No, that's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. I wish I could get down there that fast, but in April, I'm going to see my family for my birthday in Texas. It's going to be a wild trip down in Old Tejas. You know what I mean?
Well, just on the way to the Texas, you got to stop in the Tennessee.
We're taking a plane. Otherwise, I would if we were driving. I actually drove that home one time. I moved down there for like 5 weeks. I'll tell you off camera why, but I went down there for 5 weeks and I drove back with my friend Jamie and we did it straight, bro, straight through. It was we left at 8 p.m. at night and didn't get home until 3 a.m. the next morning. Wildest drive ever.
Yeah,
it was really crazy. We ended up in a lot of places we probably shouldn't have, but
that Jessie Tarleton, that's my daughter. She commented. She said one of the meters in the OR went to 666. We had one of our meters down at South Pittsburgh Hospital, and it went to 666 on us.
That was a millimeter.
Rob froze up on us.
There we go.
There we go.
So just to make a quick announcement for anybody who is interested, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who are, the Ghost Sisters are officially a part of Full Spectrum Network podcasting. They have their own podcast, which will be premiering, I believe, next week on Thursday. So keep an eye out for that. They are some lovely ladies. They are going to kill it when they get on the air. We're going to set them up, and it's going to be amazing.
Yes. Watch them, keep in contact with them, look them up on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Look us up on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube.
Yeah, you guys got some TikTok. I'll tell you. Tell the people about your TikTok, man. It's wild.
I wish Gina was here. That's our TikTok person.
Yeah, Gina, I got to say, really thank you to Gina because she really loves her TikTok. She breathes, sleeps, walk, eat TikTok. And
she keeps up with the trends and knows what to put on. I mean, she's the TikTok queen there.
Yeah. And holler at us, I need videos so I can make videos for TikTok. So we send her some videos or she pulls some videos and but Gina is very good at the TikTok.
I know all about that. I've been trying to, I don't have Full Spectrum Universe on TikTok. It's not so much, it's just like a fun thing, but like there's a lot of asset to having a TikTok account with the paranormal because you get to take those really crazy experiences and break it down to a minute, and then it just goes everywhere. It goes everywhere. You guys have a tremendous following on TikTok. I have like, I think it's 2,600. You guys got like 26,000 people on TikTok or something like that. You guys got something wild.
Well, and also we found out about TikTok too. Yeah, people holler, you get paid to do the TikTok and stuff. But when you get paid to do the TikTok, it stops your followers.
Yeah.
It cuts your followers down. So
when we done that, it hurt us.
When we done that, it hurt us. So we went back to just the regular page on TikTok.
Oh, now I understand. Yeah, when you monetize it, you have to do it with like 2 million people. Otherwise, you're not really doing it for anything. It's
Yeah.
just that's crazy.
So usually you have 500 people watching, but if you get paid for it, you just got like 50 people watching.
Yeah, and the other thing is like with my 2,600 followers, right? I go live and there's only like 400 people on. So I'm like, well, if I'm going to do that, I mean, we just did 2 hours and I think we already have over 1,000 views of this one. We might as well do that. Like
That's pretty good for two ugly boys sitting here.
that's 3 ugly boys, gentlemen. I'm right here too. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget about me. No, but that's for sure. But like I said, this was so cool to see the shrine itself. I think it's just an amazing thing. Like this is some place that like people, if you do know somebody who is in touch with with anybody that goes to the shrine, I would put it on my bucket list. I'm just
Rick,
saying that.
I asked Rick, I would talk to him. I said, if somebody asks how to get into the shrine, he said to tell them get in contact with us. And so, I mean,
You guys are the preliminary before they get to the big guy. You know what I mean?
so, yeah, you had a beeper going off, didn't you, Rob?
Yeah, that was my coffee pot.
It sounded
You
like
guys, I seen him perk right up. Like, what was that? Did we get that? Are we on with that? That was awesome.
Yeah, we got a K2 meter sitting over here, and the whole time it ain't went off none. But usually, like that one night we done that investigation, it was lit up red.
Really? Why don't you guys ask for something to come through? Pull the K2 meter closer to you. See if we can get something going while we're on the air. I'm gonna put you guys back on full screen. Try and get somebody to talk to you, or at least show their presence.
I don't know if you can see the K.
Yeah, we see it. There you go.
Is there anybody sitting here at the table or around the table that would like to communicate with us, that could light the K2 meter up with us and let the people see you light the meter up? Hang on, Jeff, got something on here.
Why did it jump up?
Can you light the meter up for us? Is there any spirits around us that would light the meter up?
Oh, we got the ghost box going too.
Yeah, this is a new one that I just downloaded, and I'm trying to figure this one out.
That's all right. Let's let it rock out. Let's give it a minute. You know what I mean? It's not really dead air because we're investigating now. See?
You want to do the necrophonics?
If there's any ghosts there or spirits that would like to communicate with me on the other side of that camera, touch the K2 meter or get close to it to set it off.
Can you light the K2 meter up for Rob?
Can't figure them out. But the whole thing is when somebody says, I see this thing, what the book is.
That's people.
It flickers.
It flicker.
That's people want to see you light it up. There we are.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Lighting up.
So, I mean, it's just Rick is an amazing man for keeping all this stuff balanced like he does. And I don't. You still lighting the meter up for us? Thank you. It come through the meter and the spirit box said thank you.
Is there any questions? Who is with us? If anybody can hear us and is touching the K2 meter, who are you? I say Philip.
That's what it sounded like. It said Philip.
Thank you, Philip, if that's your name.
Are you Philip? Can you speak to us again, Philip? Or light the meter up if you feel it? Do what?
Sound like it says, "Can you hear me?"
Let's lay this up here so it'll be closer to the mic so they can hear it. Can you hear that up there, Rob?
Sure can.
How many spirits is here with us? Sound like it said 8. And it lit the meter up when we said 8.
Did it again.
Yep. So there's 8 spirits here. Come on. Do you want to talk to Rob?
Are you waiting for a question from me?
I am. It said like on our end. It said it sounded like I am.
Can you tell us your name, please?
Tommy.
Tommy. That's what I thought. Tommy.
Do I know you, Tommy? Or did I know you while you were still alive?
Friend. Did you have a Tommy as a friend?
Are you recently passed away, Tommy?
So like, no.
How old were you, Tommy? Were you young? Were you older?
And y'all hearing this the same as we hearing it. There ain't nothing made up here.
No, this is amazing. Thank you for coming through, Tommy.
Can
Is
you
there
say,
any-
can
is
you
there-
say thank you? So, I mean, there's all kinds of different spirits that you can communicate right here sitting at this table, Rob.
I can see it. This is wild, man. I can't wait to get there. I love this stuff too, and the spirit boxing and all that. Like it's just the icing on the cake to this whole thing right now, and I'm loving it.
And this, like when we started this up, it just felt like since we just started with the K2 meters and the spirit box, it just seemed like it brought more
The
energy. Yeah.
That's
just-
awesome.
I mean, it's just like I can't sit still now.
I'm sitting here jittering my legs. I mean, I'm just.
Is there anybody on the other side that wants to come through the spirit box to talk to somebody in the audience? This is your moment to shine.
Can you say hello to everybody?
Was that a hey? Hey,
Yeah, that's what
Hey.
I'm glad he said it first.
hey.
Can you say hey again? Say hey or hello.
So like, hey again, didn't it?
Tell us where you're from. Or where you lived while alive.
What?
Whoa.
You hear that?
What did it say?
I couldn't understand what that woman said, but she was clear.
That was
That
a
was-
clear woman voice.
I mean, it sounded like a place, but
Yeah.
I just.
I know it didn't say Greenville, but it sounded like she said Greenville, and I hope she didn't say Greenville because that's where I live at.
Are you from Tennessee?
Are you from some other state?
Well, we're right up next to Virginia. Are you
Yeah.
are you from Virginia?
Somebody said it sounded like London.
That'd be one to play back the video and see
Yeah.
what it says.
We'll check it. We'll definitely check. We're definitely going to check it later. Definitely.
I can't see if the K2 meter's moving anymore.
It was every time that thing would pop on, the K2 would shift a little bit. It would blink. It was wild to watch it. But
if you have not watched any of the videos about the shrine, we got videos on our page. Ghost Sisters got videos on their page. Go watch them. I mean, this is an amazing place. Go on YouTube, watch the YouTube videos.
Now we're gonna have here soon. We'll have the full seance, or with Patty Negra and the Moonshiners on YouTube.
That's gonna be awesome. I'll definitely be watching that.
Yeah, we done got it live, but we ain't got it. I mean, we ain't got it posted on YouTube yet.
Yeah, I need to get with you to get the video so you can post it.
So, I mean, it's just
it sounded like London again, didn't it?
Yep.
To the entities in the room, is the shrine attracting you there? Darren. Yeah.
There's a London, Tennessee. Yes.
That was a clear female voice saying yes.
Are
Do you like being around the shrine?
See, I believe it's a mother of the shrine. See, Rick's got a little doll up there, and she's the mother of the shrine.
Oh. Are you the mother of the shrine?
Hear it walking.
Yeah. See, it's like since we started this, the activity started picking up.
I love it. I love it.
Well, I thought the dog was moving, but the dog ain't moving.
See, we might not be doing a Facebook Live, but we got we brought somebody here with us tonight. She's back in the room right now, and we go after we get off of here. We'll just do a little bit of investigation just for a little bit ourselves. And I don't know if we will actually go Facebook Live or anything, because we just go more or less see what we can get without anything aggravating us like Facebook or TikTok. So we just probably end up going back in the cave and doing this investigation without going live.
Awesome. I hope we're not agitating them by putting them on the camera. That's what I hope. I hope you guys aren't getting mad that we have you on camera.
It sounded like it said do it again. Do you want us to talk to you again?
Please.
Yes.
Can you tell us your name? Are you going to speak with us again?
What did that just say?
I heard yes and then said something.
It says yes, I just did.
Wow. Is the entity from the doll there with you? The doll from the table. It sounded like it just said don't when you touched it.
So you don't like being touched?
I don't know if I can set it up there. I don't know if you see the lights on the K2 or not.
You can see it.
Okay. She's up there at the doll.
We appreciate you talking to us for sure. Just so you know, entities, we appreciate you.
Yes. And we ain't here to aggravate you. And I mean, this place right here, it's actually hard to get any audio. I mean, I'm surprised our audio's picking up as good as it is tonight, because you cannot get sound in this place.
It's probably like a sound dead zone. Like there's these dead zones that happen from the spatial dimensions and all the rest of it. But
Yeah, and usually, I mean, we try to work with the sound. The sound's the main thing we try to work with when we trying to do a thing up here at the shrine, and it's aggravating to work with the.
It's horrible.
Yes. So that's why when we.
Hi.
Yeah, she said hi again. So
hi, what is your name? Tell us your name, please.
yeah, Jennifer, this is a new doll that was just brought in here, so Rick don't know nothing about her right yet. Can you tell us your name? Can you say it where everybody can hear it? What? I was talking.
I don't know, but that female comes in there every time she speaks, man, I just get chills. I mean, just like chills. It's active. I mean, and it's like it's every time.
Yes. And back in the cave, it looked active too. I mean, it's really active back in there. It just ain't one room. It's every room in this place.
I can feel it now. That you're right. It did get like heavier in the room a little bit.
Yes.
It was much heavier in the room.
And I mean, this with your hands and stuff on the table, just feel like you gotta.
It's vibrating.
I'm sitting there bouncing my legs. I mean,
it's kind of like you're on an electric fence, and it's just wow. And a lot of people that ain't never experienced this won't know what you was talking about. Can you light the K2 meter up for us over there beside the doll? Let us see you light it up. But the night we was here, we had 5 different K2 meters lit around here, and all of them was lighting up.
Do you like talking to us?
That sounds like a Chinese woman.
Did you say that there was 8 of you there?
Sound like it said 7 that time, didn't it?
Yes.
What's going on?
What's going on?
I'm just hanging out. What's going on with you?
And see the meter lit up over there beside the doll too?
Yeah.
See?
Are you attached? Are you attached with the doll? Do you like being here? But there's so many spirits that come and go. I mean, you get different ones. I mean,
right.
It's hard to get.
Tell us how you feel being around the shrine.
K2 meter already up, really. Everybody keep an eye on that K2 meter. It's lighting up.
Please.
It almost sounds like she's trying to speak Japanese.
Yeah.
So if anybody can speak Japanese, it's hearing her. Maybe you can tell us what she's saying.
Oh man, ask her. Are you Japanese? Are you Japanese?
Are you?
I feel like the spirit that is speaking to us is very old. Are you very old? Nope.
Doesn't sound like yeah.
Yeah. That one time when you exit, if he was younger or older, it sounded like when it was Tom, it sounded like he said 20.
Wow. Is Tom still here? Do you have a message, Tom? You say Ayo.
Yeah.
Sound like you said Ayo. Ayo, Tom.
Tom, is that something you want to tell somebody here? Is that so? I don't know if he was saying Tom or he might have been saying Rob.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think of that. Can one of the entities say my name? Please. She just say my name?
Rob,
Yes.
right there, the same female.
woman.
Wow. Do I know you, entity? Have we met before? Maybe.
Yeah. So those starting to come in here more and more.
I can feel. I'm jittery. I just. Whoo, I'm
Amped up. That lady sounds so distinct. Whoever she is, and she said my name. That was wild.
And it just come through as a distinct. Really.
Well, that woman who talked to me, can you please tell me your name?
It sounded like they were saying Rob.
Yeah.
Is that Rob you talking to?
Yes. I think they like you, Rob.
Are you drawn to me? Or is it the shrine that's drawing you to the spirit box?
Yes.
Rob be canceling his family vacation and coming down here to the
Do you have a message for me, woman? What would you like to say to me?
Sound like she said Jeep.
I used to sell cars. I used to sell Jeeps.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Did I-
three of them. Yeah.
Did I sell you a car?
That's crazy. Yeah.
No.
The guy said no, but that other one said yes. That woman.
I can't.
The man spirits that's in here, would you let the woman speak to us? Let her speak?
What the hell was that? Was that my phone vibrating? I swear to God, on my headphones, I heard. I was like, what the?
Nothing's moved or nothing here.
Wow. Oh, my God.
I mean, now it's you.
Do you know Rob good? That said, hey, Gina.
Yeah. I swear it did. It said, hey, Gina.
Are you waiting for Gina to come?
Gina ain't here with us tonight. Is that something you want to say to Gina?
She is listening. Is she? She is.
If you talk to Gina, she can't hear you.
Yes. Gina is listening to what you say. But
yeah, now I mean you can kind of get a sense of the power of the table here. I mean,
yeah, I mean that's just.
I mean, who else knows that you sold Jeeps? I mean,
that's wild. That's wild.
And I mean, what's really good here is putting a set of headphones on and let somebody ask questions.
Blindfold them, put headphones on.
We've done that when the
Estes method.
We've done that, and we got a lot of stuff up here when the Ghost Sisters was with us and the Moonshiners.
I just saw something right by the microphone. I swear it was like a little I don't even know what that was. Holy shit!
I mean, I don't know how.
Did you just show yourself to me, entity?
It sounded like it's me.
Is it you, Tom? Because that was Tom's voice that said that. Sound like that's Tom.
You got to leave.
Are you Uncle Tom?
I just saw it again.
Rob did go back.
It sounded like it says. I thought it sounded like it says I got to leave.
You got to go somewhere.
Can you show yourself to me again?
Howdy, Mandy. I mean, Mary.
Who was Rob seeing?
Can you tell us your name that Rob's seeing?
Fred.
I mean, it's just so hard because there's a lot of places you go investigate, you might have one spirit there. This place got a bunch of them. I mean, it just ain't one. It's
I said they come and go. You get new ones. You get.
Yep. I say there's hundreds of spirits here.
It's like the line. You catch them while they're on the line. We're getting ready to go somewhere else. Like, pew, pew, pew. They come in, they go out. They come in, they go out. They come in, they go out. I swear to God, right by the camera or the microphone, in between the pillar and the microphone, it turned like an orangish red twice. Like there's no color that would.
Please. It said please or please.
Please what? What do you need from us?
You hear that woman again?
Did she say pain?
We're going to have to go back and watch this. When I go home tonight, I will be rewatching this episode.
That's a fact.
Yes.
Are you watching us because we're doing a podcast right now and you want to be a part of it?
Oh, the table. I just seen the table change color.
Yeah. Right
I
here.
Thought I said K2.
Yeah.
K2 went all the way up to
right there in front of Jeff.
Yeah.
The green light.
You saw it again, right?
I seen the green light on the table.
that K2 ain't lighting up.
That was wild.
I'm going to go Watch his thighs.
The crazy thing is that the Facebook is like lagged a little bit. So once I see it there, I click right over to the Facebook to see if I can get it to go on, like to see it again. It's crazy.
Mandy said that is Uncle Tim here.
It's doing it again. Look,
It's blinking like the K2 meter. The K2 meter's blinking. Look at it.
that's what it is. It's the reflection of the K2 meter going off the table. See it?
But how's it?
Yeah. Burn? Did you burn? Or do you want the table to burn? Yeah, that's what it is. It's reflecting off the.
I saw it. I was like, what the hell?
See if it moves there. I thought I was going to have to go get in the jar a little bit here.
Yeah.
Can you tell us how many spirits here with us? That's with us right now. I can't see the K2 right there. I don't know if y'all can still.
Can you tell us where the spirits that are here came from?
It's not like she said 8 again.
Where did you all come from? The bar?
Yeah.
There is a bar here.
Yep.
Were you hanging out at the bar having drinks?
Do you like to play with women hair? Oh yes. That woman said, "Oh yes." That's one that the K2's going off too. That's one that every time the Ghost Sisters come up here, they'll get their hair messed with. And I don't know if it's Uncle Tim that plays with their hair or which one it is that actually supposed to be playing with their hair.
Is Uncle Tim here right now?
Uncle Tim, can you light the K2 meter up or speak to us? You want to say hi to the Ghost Sisters? Karen. That was a Karen.
Is your name Karen?
Or is there a Karen watching?
The lady who's been talking to me via the spirit box, is your name Karen?
She said that Karen clears the day.
Yeah. It sounds like she's losing her energy, though.
If you need any energy, we got equipment here you can use to pull the energy out.
Which entity is on the doll or attached to the doll? Can you say hi to us?
Can I touch the doll? Let me put her over here beside me.
You touched the doll and your screen froze for a moment.
Brooke. Brooke or Broke? Brooke? Is your name Brooke? Wait.
There's that lady's voice again.
You want me to rub your hair? Everybody look on here and see a 44-year-old man rubbing a dog's hair.
The woman that's been talking to us, distinctly coming through. Are you attached to the doll?
Yeah, it sounded like she was overpowered, but it sounded like she was in there. If that was you, can you repeat that, please?
Get. What you want to get?
Maybe he's Southern. He's just like, get out of here. Go on, get.
You don't want me to touch it? I'm talking. No, if you put her back over there. See what she does.
Are there any entities who want to talk to anybody in the audience?
It lit up in there.
Any spirits that want to talk to the audience? If so, who?
Tell us who you want to talk to. You know.
That sounds like that Brooke name again.
Yeah. Is there anybody Brooke too?
Or look.
Did you say my name again?
It sounded like it. It sounded like it said Rob about 10 different times tonight.
Oh, the K2 meter just flashed too.
Please.
Well, I am here. Rob's here. What would you like to say to me? Like I said, 3, 2, 1.
Is there anything you want to say to Rob? Is there a message that you got to get to Rob? Push.
Who lives here? Can you tell us the name of the guy that lives here? I said Robbie.
I believe it's got a message for Rob for some reason.
Please tell me your message to me. I am here.
Wait.
It said kill on the K2 meter lit up the time it said kill.
But there's so many spirits here. I mean, that might not have been, that probably wasn't for you, just one.
Yeah, I mean.
I hope not. I'm not killing nobody. Sorry. Sorry, spirit.
Unless one that he sold a Jeep to got killed in it.
Oh, maybe.
It's possible.
I mean, that's got to be like the safest car in the road, though. So, like, let's not just. I hope not. I hope not. I hope not.
Knock on wood.
Did somebody die in a Jeep that I sold them?
Rob knows anyone who was killed?
I mean, I know a couple people actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know those people. Are you one of those people?
I mean, it's just amazing how much stuff you can come right here at this table and talk with.
It really is. It really is epic.
And I mean, for you to communicate through Facebook, I mean, through the video like you communicating with, I mean, you can, you know, just imagine what it is being here.
I can only imagine. I can't wait to be there. I mean, I would love to just sit there for about 5 hours and do a spirit box section. Just document everything that comes through that we hear.
That's me. I love cutting the spirit box on, just hearing what I hear through the spirit box. And I get, you get so much in your head that you can hear through it, and you just want to know who it is.
Right, right.
I want to know who the Tom is.
That was that lady. Lady came through again.
Yeah.
She keeps sounding like she's saying the same thing over and over.
Karen, is your name Karen? Do we know each other, Karen?
It's funny how it stops until he starts talking. K2 went off too.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Rob?
What'd she say?
I don't have no idea.
I thought she said Cheryl.
I tell you what it sounds like. You know, like when you play something backwards.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
She's saying it's sound like it's getting played backwards.
She is distinct, though. She is like coming through with that sultry voice, like trying to say something.
Yes, she wants to be heard.
We want to hear you. Tell us your message.
So if anybody's watching this that can somehow catch her and play it backwards, maybe just a thought.
Sweetie, it's okay to talk to us more.
We're here for you. Tell us what you want us to know.
I don't know the doll's name. Somebody won't know the doll's name. I don't know the doll's name yet. We don't know much about her.
You said nope. No, you don't. Do you want to tell us the doll's name if somebody knows on the other side?
Karen.
Is that the doll's name is Karen?
That's what they said.
Does it sound...
It said it about 3 or 4 times now. If your name's Karen, can you light the K2 meter up? Let it go off and let us know that your name is Karen. Nope.
No.
So your name is not Karen. The doll's name is Karen.
Are you a younger female spirit?
Was there a yes in there somewhere?
No. I mean, this look, and I see like shadows going by me here, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, I'm seeing shadows going by. And it just, And I
I'm
mean,
getting cold again.
yeah, that's what I was fixing to say. That's why I was pointing.
Is somebody making them cold? Is one of you entities making them cold?
Tom.
No. Something no.
Karen, did you making us cold, Karen?
That doll looks like it's Asian a little bit with the haircut and
Yeah. But I mean, Steve.
Joey.
what was that second part? Did you
Sound
hear
like
it?
Joey or something.
Steve, are you there? Do you want to talk to us, Steve? Please.
Can you stay around the table and talk to us for a minute?
No.
To that lady, what is your message to us? The lady who keeps coming through. Push everybody else aside and come right up and tell us what your message is. She say please again?
I got the phone closer to the mic and stuff, and it's hard for us to catch it all.
Do you just want us to hear you? Does it feel good to be heard by the other side again?
It's good. It's good.
Is the woman's name Eve? Is there an Eve?
But you all the way up in New York, and you getting so much of the energy and ain't even down here with us.
I can't imagine.
Just imagine the energy that you have sitting here with us.
Oh my God. I think it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to get down there. To the entities that are around the table, I will be down there at some point, and I look forward to talking to you.
You want Rob to come down and talk to you?
Let's get her ass scared. Cool.
Awesome. Awesome.
So
you got special invite now, Rob.
All right, guys. This has been awesome, man. We got about 5 minutes left. So what I want you go ahead.
If people, like I said earlier, don't want to get it, Rick don't want people hanging out at his doorstep, knocking on his door and stuff. You got to know somebody that's been here to get in here.
He said,
So,
"Yep."
Yep. And I mean, you could get with us, get with a couple different groups, and go sisters. And
Of course, I mean, we do have to
Yeah.
tell Rick about you and why you want to come in and stuff. I mean,
we don't want no people that's here that just thinking this is a joke, because this is not a joke.
There's a screening process with it. I mean,
So
She say, "Wait."
hold.
Oh man.
So I mean, all these spirits, it's just like you open the door Like when you was at school and the cafeteria bell rang, everybody was
Right.
running to the cafeteria at the same time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to thank all of the spirits that talked to us this evening. I want to thank you for communicating with us. Thank you.
Thank you
Can you
all.
tell Rob thank you?
That female, can you say thank you? Or any of you? Please. But yeah. So
All right.
Rob, it was a pleasure you having us on the show. Yeah, it said thank you.
Yeah, she said thank you.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you guys for coming on. We're going to definitely get you guys back on soon too. And when I get down there, I'm going to bring my camera. We're going to record a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. We're going to be out there. Guys, go and follow Outlaw Paranormal on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, just about everywhere you can find a platform. And we appreciate you guys. It's always an honor and a privilege when you guys come on. It's truly amazing work you do. And, it's definitely always interesting when you guys pop up. And I love it. I love your group. And thank you, and I hope Gina is feeling better and gets well.
Well, Rob, it's a pleasure you having us on the show. I mean, we appreciate everything you do, help getting our name out and what we do, and let people see kind of the places we go and do.
They're epic. I mean, you guys are in the thick of it for sure. For sure.
That K2's going off like crazy.
That might be my phone.
But Rob, take care up there till we do it again.
Absolutely. I just want to thank all of the audience for coming in and checking out what we're doing here tonight. It was truly an honor and a privilege to bring you to Shrine, and I can't wait to go down there myself. I am the Saturday Night Savage, the ultimate outsider. That is Outlaw Paranormal. And ladies and gentlemen, y'all have the great rest of the weekend. We love you to death. Stay safe, and we'll see you next Saturday.
See y'all.
Yeah.